Hi to everyone. Today we are discussing about the heat part 2. In previous class already I told heat part 1. In previous class we discussed about what is heat and what is temperature. Heat means heat is a form of energy. It is always transferred from hotter body to colder body. For example, when you take a ice cube in your palm, heat is transferred from your body to ice. Or you touch the hot water, heat is transferred hot water to our body. So heat is always transferred from hotter body to colder body. After that, temperature means the degrees of hotness or coldness of an object is called temperature. Next we discuss about thermal equilibrium. What is thermal equilibrium? When two bodies are in contact, if no heat transferred from one body to another body, or when both bodies are having same or equal temperature, that temperature is called a thermal equilibrium. For example, if you take A, B, C are in the three are in the thermal contact. If B temperature is 45, then what about C? C also 45. That means thermal equilibrium means always all temperatures are same or constant. After that, we discuss about the derivation of Q equal to ms delta T. Q equal to ms delta T. We discuss about it. What is Q equal to ms delta T? Derivation. The amount of heat is absorbed by a body is directly proportional to its mass when temperature is constant, when delta T is constant. When Q is directly proportional to M. The amount of heat is absorbed by a body is directly proportional to its mass when temperature is constant. Temperature. After that, it is the first equation 1, and second equation is the amount of heat is absorbed by a body is directly proportional to its changing temperature or rising temperature. What is changing temperature or rising temperature? Final temperature minus initial temperature. So it is the rising temperature or changing temperature. When mass is constant, here mass is constant. Here mass is constant. It is the equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and equation 2, we get Q directly proportional to m delta T. Here proportion, removing proportionality, we put the constant. Here put the constant is S. Here S is the constant proportion. Here S is the constant proportion. So here Q is equal to ms delta T. So by using this formula, how to calculate the problems? By using this formula, how to calculate the problems? For example, the amount of heat is required. The amount of heat is required. The amount of heat is required to rise 20 kilograms of water, 20 kilograms of water from 25 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius is. They are asking question is, it is the first question. The amount of heat is required. The amount of heat is required to rise 20 kilograms of water from 25 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius is. It is the given problem. So, first we write the data, given data. Here what is the given data? First mass. solution. First we write the mass. Mass M is equal to 20 kilograms. 20 kilograms or this one converted into grams, 20,000 grams. 20 kilograms then converted into grams, that equal to 20,000 grams. After that, initial temperature. What is initial temperature? In any problem which is the least temperature is given, the temperature is always taken the initial temperature. So here in this problem, which is the least, 25 or 75? So 25. 25 is the initial temperature. Initial means starting temperature. After that, final temperature. Final temperature is T2. In any problem, final temperature means which is the maximum or highest temperature is also taken as maximum temperature is taken as the final temperature. So T2 equal to 75 degrees Celsius. After that, specific heat. Already you know that specific heat of water. How much the value of specific heat of water? 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Then you find that how much amount of heat will be required. Then Q. So already given data, by using this formula, Q equal to ms delta T. Delta T means what, you know that? ms into final temperature minus initial temperature. So Q is equal to, M means here M is equal to 20,000 grams into specific heat 1 into final temperature 75 minus 25 degrees. Then Q is equal to 20,000 into 75 minus 25, 50. That equal to Q equal to 25 are. So 20 50s are. So totally this one is 20,000. 50s are 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs calories. Or we write 1 after how many zeros have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we write as powers 10 power 6 calorie. Also we write as 10 power 6 calorie, right. Sometimes write 10 cube kilocalorie. It is the problem. So here asking that problem is, what is the problem here given? The amount of heat is required to rise 20 kilograms of water from 25 degrees Celsius to 75 degrees Celsius is. It is the given problem. So we do the problem. First given data we write. What is the given data? Here mass of the substances. How much mass? 20 kilograms. 20 kilograms then converted into grams, 20,000 grams. After that T1. T1 is the initial temperature. Initial temperature how we take? Which is the least temperature in given problem. It is always taken as initial temperature. Which is the maximum temperature. It is always taken as the final temperature. So T1 25 and T2 75. After that specific heat of water. Already you are given that how much amount of water. You know that water have the greater specific heat. Its value is 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. After that you find how much amount of heat. So Q. By using this formula, Q is equal to ms delta T. Then Q equal to ms into delta T means T2 minus T1. So Q equal to 20,000 into S means 1 into 75 degrees Celsius minus 25 degrees Celsius. So 20,000 into 50. 20,000 multiplied by 50, 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs calories, or we write as 10 power 6 calorie, or 10 cube kilocalorie. It is the problem. After that, next, second problem. What is the second problem? If you take 200 ml of water at 20 degrees Celsius. If you take 200 ml of water at 20 degrees Celsius. How much amount of energy, amount of heat, how much amount of heat gained, how much amount of heat gained by our body? This one is given the problem. So if you take 200 ml of water at 20 degrees Celsius, how much amount of heat gained by our body? So here the normal temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. So again you do this problem. Solution. First, mass is equal to, given data we write mass equal to 200 ml. After that 20 degrees Celsius and 37 degrees Celsius. Before problem I said which one has the least temperature. The temperature is taken as initial temperature. So T1 equal to 20 degrees Celsius and T2 is equal to how much? 37 degrees Celsius. Again here also taken water. So specific heat of water is 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius. Then what about the Q value? So we take the formula of Q equal to ms delta T again. So Q is equal to M means 200 into S means 1 into delta T means T2 minus T1. T2 means 37 minus 20. That equal to Q is equal to 200 into 37 minus 20, 17. Then Q is equal to 3400 calories. Okay, or 3.4 kilocalories. 3.4 kilocalories. So it is by using this formula we do some problems. After that, applications of specific heat. Before setting the previous class already I told what is specific heat. So specific heat means, what is specific heat? Q is equal to ms delta T, already we derived. Then S is equal to Q by m delta T. S is equal to, what is the formula? Q by m delta T. S is equal to Q by m delta T means define specific heat. It is a very, very important definition in this specific heat. So how to learn easily specific heat definition? So Q means what? Heat. Delta T means temperature and M means mass. So the amount of heat is required. The amount of heat is required to rise 1 degree Celsius temperature. The amount of heat is required to rise 1 degree Celsius temperature by unit mass. Unit means 1. Unit mass of the substances is known as specific heat. Again, I am telling the definition. Specific heat. What is specific heat? The amount of heat, capital Q says heat. So the amount of heat is required to rise. How much energy? How much temperature? To rise 1 degree Celsius temperature by unit mass of the substances. Unit means 1. Unit mass of the substances is known as specific heat. Specific heat is always depends upon the nature of the material or nature of the substances. So specific heat in CGS units of the specific heat and SI units of the specific heat is CGS unit is Capital Q says what? It is the CJ's unit of heat is calorie. By M means mass, it is taken as gram, and temperature, it is taken as degree centigrade. So CJ's unit of specific heat is calorie per gram degree centigrade or Celsius. After that, SI unit is joule per kilogram Kelvin. Here heat, so SI unit is joule and mass is kilogram and temperature is measured in Kelvin. So joule per kilogram Kelvin. What is the relation between these two? These two means what is the CGS unit and SI units of the specific heat says. Already you know that 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade or degree Celsius is equal to dash joule per kilogram Kelvin. Calorie converted to joule. 1 calorie value equal to 4.186 joules. Calorie converted to joule by gram converted to kilogram 10 power minus 3 kg Kelvin. That equal to 4.186 into 10 power minus 3, take on numerator place. So 10 cube joule per kilogram Kelvin. So 4.186 into 10 cube joules. 1 calorie per gram value equal to. Sometimes we take approximate values taken approximately 4.2 into 10 cube joule per kilogram Kelvin. 4.2 into 10 power minus 10 cube means what is the value? 4200 joule per kilogram Kelvin. It is the value. 1 calorie per gram degree Celsius is equal to 4.186 into 10 cube joule per kilogram Kelvin. Or sometime approximately taken 4.2 into 10 cube. 4.2 into 10 cube means 4200 joule per kilogram Kelvin. After that, applications of the specific heat. Applications of the specific heat. What is application of specific heat means? Here, very important applications is 2 applications. Generally, in previous examinations, here asking. First one is watermelon brought out from the refrigerator. Watermelon brought out from the refrigerator. It cools for a long time than any other fruit. Watermelon brought out from a refrigerator. It cools for a long time than any other fruit because watermelon have the large percentage of water. Water have the greater specific heat. Water have the greater specific heat. Next, second application is samosa. Do you eat samosa? Yes, already all of you eat samosa. Okay, samosa appears to be cool outside. Samosa appears to be cool outside, but it is hot. This curry is inside curry is made up of different ingredients. So different ingredients have the different specific heat. Already specific heat definition before already I said what is the relation between specific heat and temperature. Which substances have the less specific heat, that substances absorb more heat. It is the very important. Which substance? What is the relation between these two? Inversely proportional. Inversely means which substances have the less specific heat, that substances absorb more heat. In the same way, similarly, which substances have the greater specific heat, that substance absorb less heat. For example, which substance have the less specific heat? It is the lead. Lead have the less specific heat. Its specific heat value is 0.031. Next, water have the greater specific heat. Its specific heat value is 1. That's why we are using the coolant. Water we're using in the coolant. Next, we discuss about the method of mixers. Method of mixers. Method of mixers. What is method of mixers means? If we take two beakers, it is the first beaker and it is the second beaker. If we take two beakers, each beaker filled 200 ml of water. Each beaker filled 200 ml of water. That means each beaker filled same quantity of water. After that, these two beakers are put on the burner. These two beakers are put on the burner. These two beakers are put on the burner. Give the same amount of heat. Give the same amount. Give or supply the same amount of heat in both beakers. After 2 minutes, stop the heating. These two beakers water are transferred into a large beaker. These two beakers water are transferred into a large beaker. What would be the final temperature? The final temperature will be changed or remain same. It is the first beaker and second beaker. Both beakers having the same quantity of water and same amount of heat will be absorbed. That's why when both water are mixed to the large beaker, then temperature, final temperature also having same or constant. That means no temperature rising or decreasing here. Only here first beaker having the how much temperature, this beaker also having that temperature only. It is the first situation. After that, this one first beaker. So it is the first situation. After second situation, what we know that first one is 200 ml of water and second one again 200 ml of water. First one is heating 200 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius and again 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius temperatures have. Before situation 1, mass and temperature both are same. That on that situation, these two beakers water transfer into another beaker, the temperature remains same or constant. But it is the second situation, again 200 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius and 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius. So both beakers masses is same but temperatures is different. So these two beakers water again transfer into a large beaker. So what would be the final temperature? What would be the final temperature? So what would be the final temperature means what you understand? Here masses is same but temperatures is different. On that situation we take the average of the both bodies temperature. Average. Average means what you know that? Sum of observations by number of observations. So here final temperature T is equal to 90 plus 60 by 2. That means 150 by 2. That equal to 75 degrees Celsius. It is the final temperature of this mixer. Final temperature of the mixer. So 200 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius and 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius. What would be the final temperature is 75. That means what you understand here? Here it is the hotter body and it is the colder body. When one hot body and one cold body mix together, hot body always heat last and cold body always heat gain. Finally, both bodies are having same temperature. Finally, both bodies are attained having the same temperature. It is called a thermal equilibrium. So, what you understand, it is the 75. It is the TH. TH says high temperature and TL says low temperature. When a hotter body mixes with colder body, the average It is the final temperature is 75 degrees Celsius. So how much amount of heat lost? Minus, it is 95, but this one is 75. That means minus 50 degrees Celsius. 15 degrees Celsius heat lost. This one amount of heat will be gained this beaker. It will be heat gain 15 degrees Celsius. So methods of mixers means net heat lost by a body. Net heat lost by a body is equal to net heat gained by a body what is the methods of mixers? Principles of methods of mixers means net heat lost by a body. Here is the heat lost body and here is the heat gained by a body. So net heat lost by a body is equal to net heat gained by a body. It is the principles of methods of mixers. Actually, it is correct or not? Net heat lost by a body is equal to net heat gained by a body. It is true? No, definitely not. In our home, already you know that hot water mixed with cold water. On that situation, hot water having the highest temperature and cold water have the low temperature. When hot water mixed with cold water, heat lost by a hot water is equal to heat gained by a cold water? Definitely not. Why? Some heat goes to the surroundings. Some heat goes to the surroundings. So, on that situation, net heat lost by a body is not equal to net heat gained by a body. When this formula is satisfied, net heat, if there is no heat transfer to the surroundings, on that situation, net heat lost by a body is equal to net heat gained by a body. So, now we discuss about that. What would be the final temperature of the mixers formula? We derive it. Now we derive that. What would be the final temperature of a mixers? What is the final temperature? Here, initial temperatures of the two bodies, M1 and M2. It is the first one and it is the second one. It is the initial temperatures. It is the temperature. This one is T1, this one is T2. Initial temperature of the bodies, mass 1, M1, M2 is T1 and T2. M1 and M2 is the two beakers. M1 beaker temperature is T1 and M2 beaker temperature is T2. So, both are mixing in both beakers water mixing into a large beaker. So, it is the final temperature T. So, how to derive the equation? So, we write first of all, heat lost by a body is equal to heat lost by body. It is denoted Q1. Q1 equal to what is the formula? Actually, we know that formula Q equal to ms delta T. So first beaker heat, we know that Q1 equal to first beaker mass M1 and specific heat, both are water, so specific heat S, and delta T. Here first temperature is delta T, means T1 is the hotter body and T2 is the colder body, and T is the thermal equilibrium or final temperature. So what you know that it is the TH and it is the TL and it is the TE. You know that TH is greater than TE, greater than TL. In before situation 2 already I said 200 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius and 200 ml of mixed with 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius. So it is 90 high temperature and low temperature is 60. What about thermal equilibrium? 75 degrees. 75. So it is the high temperature, it is the low temperature, it is the thermal equilibrium. So it is the high temperature, low temperature, and this one. Heat lost by a body. Lost by a body is T1 minus T. T1 minus T. Heat lost by a body equal. Heat gained by a. Heat gained by a body is Q2 equal to M2. Again here also taken water as and T minus T2. Why we take T minus T2? T have the maximum temperature than compared to TL. So T minus T2. According to methods of mixers, net heat lost by a body Q1 is equal to Q2. Q1 equal to Q2. Then Q1 is equal to Q2. Q1 value is M1S T1 minus T is equal to M2S T minus T2. In both sides it is cancelled. Then M1 of T1 minus T is equal to M2 of T minus T2. Again we write M1 multiplied by each term, M1 into T1, M1 T1 minus M1T is equal to M2T minus M2T2. M2T2. So that implies by right minus M1T take that side, minus M2T2 take this side, M1T1 minus term take this side, minus M2T2 minus take this side plus M2T2 is equal to minus term M1T take that side. So M1T plus M2T. That implies M1T1 plus M2T2 is equal. According to methods of mixers, net heat lost by a body is equal to net heat gained by a body. Net heat lost by a body means Q1 is equal to M1S T1 minus T. Net heat gained by a body Q2 equal to M2S T minus T2. So according to methods of mixers, net heat lost by a body Q1 is equal to Q2. Q1 value is M1S T1 minus T is equal to M2S T minus T2. Both sides S cancelled. M1 T1 minus T is equal to M2 T minus T2. Each term multiplied by M1. M1 into T1, M1 T1 minus M1T. M1T is equal to M2 into T, M2T minus M2T2. Minus M2T2 take this side. M1T1 plus M2T2 is equal to minus M1T take that side. M1T plus M2T. Then we take common T. M1T1 plus M2T2 is equal to M1 plus M2 of T. Then final temperature T is equal to M1T1 plus M2T2 by M1 plus M2. It is the final temperature of a mixer. Final temperature of a mixer. Now here given that problem is 100 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius is mixed to 200 ml of water. 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius. 100 ml of water at 90 degrees Celsius is mixed to 200 ml of water at 60 degrees Celsius. What would be the final temperature would be the final temperature of a mixer? This is the question. So here given M1 value is solution. M1 value is 100 ml and M2 value is 200 ml. Then T1 is 90 degrees Celsius and T2 is 60 degrees Celsius. You find the final temperature of T. T is equal to, what is the formula? M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. That implies T is equal to M1 means 100 into T1 means 90 plus M2 means 200 into T2 means 60 by 100 plus 200. That implies T is equal to 190s are 9000 plus 200 multiplied by 60, 12,000 by 100 plus 100, 100 plus 200, 300. That implies T is equal to 9000 plus 12,000 equal to 21,000 by 300. Here numerator and denominator 2 zeros cancel, 3 ones 370s. So what would be the final temperature of mixer? 70 degrees Celsius temperature. In our textbook given that, what is the textbook given problem? Textbook given problem is what would be the final temperature of mixer? 50 grams of water. 50 grams of water at 40 degrees Celsius is mixed to 50 grams of water at 20 degrees Celsius is. What would be the final temperature of a mixer? What would be the final temperature of a mixer? 50 grams of water at 40 degrees Celsius is mixed to 50 grams of water at 20 degrees Celsius is. So here given that both bodies are having same masses. So we take the formula. Generally in a shortcut method, what is the answer? The average of the both bodies temperature. Average means sum of observation by number of observation. 40 plus 20 by 2. That means 60 by 2. 60 by 2 means 30 answer. So now calculate. Again we take the formula of T. T is equal to M1 T1 plus M2 T2 by M1 plus M2. Here M1, this one is M2, this one is T1 and this one is T2. So T is equal to 50 into 40 plus 50 into 20 by 50 plus 50. Then T is equal to 2000, 50, 40 is 2000 plus 1000 by 100. Then T equal to 3000 by 100. 2 zeros cancel. 30 degrees Celsius is the final temperature. 30 degrees Celsius then converted to Kelvin scale. 30 plus 273, that equal to 303 Kelvin. Okay. Okay students. Remaining tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Okay. Who are watching first on my video, please subscribe. Okay na. Tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Okay. Bye ma.